I'm Cory Mason, and I'm the mayor of the City of Racine.
Alrighty. Why do you feel it is important to have an event like this with crime prevention?
Yeah, it's a great question. So unfortunately, we've seen a real rise in gun crime in the last year, and fortunately, the school district, the county, the city have been collaborating like never before, so we've had some success, but we've also seen a real spike in gun violence. So we wanted to report to the community the work that we've done, the strategy we're taking, and really invite the community to participate in crime reduction, because it's going to require a community-wide response if we really want to get ahead of gun violence.
What can youth and people our age do to help keep other kids off the street and just crime prevention in general, especially as we are in high school and people are able to make more of their own decisions?
Yeah, it's a great question. I mean, obviously, there's an individual responsibility that everybody has. So as we said earlier, if people see something dangerous that's happening or they believe is going to happen, it's really important that you tell somebody, even if it's anonymously. We really need to do that because it really helps keep people safe. But then you might be wondering what else you might be able to do as a young person to help prevent crime from happening. And I think a lot of time what we see is when people engage in acts of violence, there's some sort of trauma or isolation that they're feeling as individuals. And so there's lots of opportunities in a school setting for people to engage, but people sometimes don't take those opportunities. So as much as people can invite other people in or take notice if people are feeling isolated, sometimes just offering to be a friend can be the difference between somebody feeling good about their experience or resorting to violence.
Yeah. Why do you think it is important for teens to graduate? As we know, there's obviously a tie between crime and education, but why do you think people should take that step to graduate?
Yeah, I mean, it's so important on so many levels. I mean, it obviously has an impact on crime. So the higher the graduation rates are, the lower the crime is likely to be. But it's also just so important economically. I mean, you are not likely to be in the middle class if you have not graduated from high school. And so the opportunities that are presented to you to have the opportunity to get into a middle class family, a middle class life, a middle class house, all those things rarely ever occur with somebody who doesn't have a high school diploma. So we encourage young people to finish their degree and work through our USD. But the city has actually been partnering with the YWCA to help adults who didn't finish their high school education to actually graduate as adults. So we've actually graduated more than 300 adults just in the last couple of years to get that HSED, and it's been transformational for those individuals. I mean, they really feel like they can get back in track, and some of them go on to Gateway to go pursue an associate's degree. Some of them get a better paying job. Almost all of them say they're doing it for themselves and their families because they want that chance at a middle class life. But you really need that high school diploma as an entry point to get into the middle class.
Yes, that's awesome. I mean, as a student and just a member of the Racine community, it's really awesome to see this outreach. And thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you for your interest. This is great.
Yeah.